Before space, before time, before the very first stars ignited, what was there? When we look back to the absolute beginning of everything, it is difficult to imagine anything other than a dark, empty void. But according to the Vishnu Purana, an ancient foundational Hindu text compiled by the sage Parashar, there was never a state of true nothingness. The absence of our physical universe did not mean an absence of existence. Beyond the limits of time and material decay is Vaikuntha. This is an eternal, flawless spiritual domain. It does not age. It does not collapse. Within the framework of the Purana, this spiritual realm is the absolute starting point. It is the ultimate truth of existence, standing entirely apart from the physics of the reality we know. This presents a fascinating architectural problem. If the ultimate reality is perfect, timeless, and completely spiritual, how do we end up with the chaotic, physical, and temporary universe that we live in right now? The text provides a precise mechanical answer. The physical universe is not the result of a random explosion of matter. It is a deliberate, step-by-step descent, a highly structured architecture cascading down from that spiritual absolute into physical reality. The first step in this physical creation begins at the very edge of the spiritual realm, where a colossal body of water forms. This is the Karana Sagara, the causal ocean. It acts as the vast boundary containing all material realms. Drifting upon this cosmic ocean is a singular entity known as Mahavishnu. As depicted in this stone relief carving, he rests in an eternal slumber, supported entirely by the heavy coils of a massive cosmic serpent. While he sleeps, a physical process begins. As Mahavishnu exhales, millions of spherical, bubble-like universes emerge directly from the pores of his skin, expanding outward into the waters of the causal ocean. To understand the scale of this text, consider that our entire known universe, every galaxy, every star system we can observe, is contained within just one of these infinite exhaling bubbles. But at this stage, these universe bubbles are entirely hollow. They are dark, empty shells drifting in the water, remaining completely dormant until a portion of the divine actually enters them. Through the simple, rhythmic act of breathing, Mahavishnu acts as the ultimate anchor. He forms the infinite architectural boundary that generates and sustains the entire multiverse simultaneously. To see how our specific reality is built, we have to zoom in to just one of those hollow bubbles. A fraction of the divine enters this single universe, taking on a new form known as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Finding the bubble completely empty, he fills the bottom half of this newly born universe with celestial water, creating a nurturing foundation for what comes next. From his navel, a magnificent cosmic lotus begins to grow. It breaches the surface of the celestial water and blooms. The unfolding petals of this flower represents the structural framework for all future planetary systems. Seated atop this flower is the very first being born inside our universe. This standing stone figure, distinguished by his multiple heads, represents Lord Brahma. Brahma occupies a highly specific position in this hierarchy. He is not the ultimate source of cosmic power. Instead, his role is strictly functional. He is the cosmic engineer. Brahma receives the divine blueprint and begins the monumental labor of physical construction. He takes the raw elements and shapes them into the blazing stars, the orbiting planets, and the ancient landscapes that fill our sky. Every physical structure in our reality, from the smallest grain of sand on Earth to the largest supercluster of galaxies, is a secondary construction built directly upon this primary divine foundation. When we stand on Earth today and look up at the modern night sky, the sheer scale of the cosmos can feel isolating. It is easy to view the universe as a cold, mechanical expanse, but the Vishnu Purana offers a deeply integrated alternative. As seen in this detailed carving, Vishnu is the complete cycle. He is the primary cause that initiates existence, the active preserver holding it together, and the final destination where it all returns. This structure relies on a continuous cycle of sarga, which is creation, and pralaya, which is dissolution. Every universe exhaled into existence will eventually be inhaled back into the divine body of Mahavishnu. We can see reflections of this immense cosmic architecture grounded right here on Earth. Even our oldest worldly ruins, like these stone temple complexes, echo the structured, divine blueprint handed down at the very beginning of our universe's life cycle. Under this philosophy, space is never an empty void. When we observe the stars, we are witnessing the living, temporary manifestation of an eternal breath.